What up, people of Minnesota? Today is 8/29/2020. Time is 4:16 p.m. This is for the men out there in the state of Minnesota. Just for the men. I got this today in the mail. Notice of remote hearing from the faribault courts. Got this today in the mail on a case that they filed against me for, I guess, domestic violence that never happened. All right, let me explain something right now. I'm disabled. This is the funny part about this whole state, Minnesota. This is the whole funny part. On May 7th, 2020, this is not the first time that I caught my wife cheating and stuff, okay? It's not the first time. So anyway, I get home from washing the car. I had to pick her up from work because the other car was being worked on. And so I catch her in the bedroom Skyping some guy, butt naked in the middle of the bed with a dildo between her legs. I'm like, you know what? Divorce is final. That's it. I can't take this no more. I walk out the room. She beats the hell out of me. She attacks me and everything else. I'm driving up and down 3. Calm down. Face scratched up, neck scratched up, leg hurting bad, my good leg. Stomped the hell out of me again. Got a big bump on my forehead. Got a bite mark on my right shoulder where she bit me. But nothing happens to her. So the courts turn around and try to, this punk ass city attorney files a case on me. Okay? I was the one that was assaulted. I was the one that was abused. Got medical records, police reports, everything. But this is the point, fellas. When these lousy fucking women lie so good, they try to get a case against us. That's the coldest thing in society. So now I got to fight for my rights and my honor against these charges. And I'm going to do it. I'm not going for no fucking remote hearing. I don't know how to do no damn remote hearing. That's not happening. I want to be in court. So this remote hearing is not happening. I want to be in court. And that's the bottom line. You know, this charge shouldn't have never been filed on me. It was supposed to have been filed on her. Okay? Again, never knew my wife was from Minnesota until she got sick in Minnesota. 2016, 2017 is when I found out that she had HIV, stage 3 AIDS. She never told me this during the whole marriage and everything. Mimi never told me this during the whole marriage and everything. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Never told me this at all. She never told me this. All right? I don't find out until we're in the emergency room. The doctor comes and tells me what's wrong with my wife. Okay? Here's a copy of what I sent to her when she started hanging out with Sue. This was on 3/4/2020 at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. When she turns around and tells me, well, I could put a restraining order out on you. I know how the law works in Minnesota. So right here, I copied all of this from the emails that were sent to her. And you can see the date and time. Okay, you can see the date and time right there. All right. This will be going to the courts as evidence. Okay. All that will be going to courts as evidence. I never knew that she was a hoe out here in the state of Minnesota, a prostitute. Okay. Back in 99, 2000. I didn't meet my wife I didn't meet Margaret until 2001. First time I ever saw her. All right. First time I ever saw her. And second time I saw her was October 17th. It was the second time I saw her. We've been together ever since, 2001. Got married December 8th. But when she got sick in Minnesota, that's when she told me everything about herself. Met her mama one time. And that's when she asked me to call her because she was in the hospital. Don't know her friends, never knew we had friends, never knew none of this stuff. She put all those lies in the restraining order, trying to get that recall back, which I'm having good success on. Okay, because she lied and I got all the proof and everything else. Okay, a restraining order should be with proof. With proof. Not because someone said this. It's supposed to be with proof. The bad part I'm talking about, guys, is women get away too fucking much with this crazy shit. And then the courts don't give a fuck. All they want to do is, we want to put a case on you. That's all they care about, is putting a case on another human being. I hope these judges, I hope these city attorneys and district attorneys get cases put on their asses from their wives, so they see how it fucking feels to be lied on. Okay? To be lied on. But I'm going to read something to you. All right? And this is what the email was on 3/4/2020. It is kind of funny how your ex had you out there in Minnesota pimping and going from Minnesota to a place called Wisconsin to sell his drugs and bring his drugs back. And you had little girls out there giving the kids to him to put out on the streets as hoes. But you hate me. I have never done nothing in this world to hurt you, abuse you, or mistreat you. I was always there for you. You have never told me that you had HIV stage 3 AIDS. The doctor did when I took you to the emergency room. But yet, when the doctor talked me down about just leaving your ass in the hospital to die, I did not. I took an oath when I married you. Through sickness and in health, through death do us part. That was the oath that I took from God. And I stayed in the marriage, and I made sure that everything you ate, you wore, everything would not hurt you whatsoever. And now you're telling me Sue told you to put a restraining order out on me? What did I do to deserve that? I was always there for you. I've never hurt you. In 18 years of marriage, I've never hurt you, hit you, bit you, fight you, or anything. You have always abused me, and you treated me like a dog. All I ask out of you is please stop taking it out on me. I am not the one that had you as a prostitute, running drugs from Minnesota to Wisconsin, getting girls from 16 and 17 years old for this punk to put out on the street in Minnesota. I did not do that to you. I did not give you AIDS. Go after the ones that gave you the HIV and stop taking it out on me. I've been there for you 1,000% in the marriage, when you got sick, and when you was down. I've been there for you. When you try to cut yourself, I've been there for you. When you try to kill yourself, run yourself over with, run the car into something, I've been there for you. I've never done nothing to hurt you. So I don't get why you have so much hate against me. All I asked for was a divorce. I cannot take the abuse from you no more. I cannot take the verbal, the physical, and the assaults anymore. Now, this was dated 3/4/2020. We get into it. She attacks me on 5/7. I'll leave the house, calm down, let her cool down. She always cools down. She goes to sleep. I come home. Everything's okay. I get stopped by the sheriff. I get strong-arm robbed by the sheriff, by a deputy. The works. The works. You know, the works. The works. And it's kind of funny how they try to say that you have a hearing for a domestic case when there was never no domestic abuse on me. I mean, on her. It's on me. She abused me. She abused me. That is so funny how the courts are so fucked up. The system in Minnesota is so fucked up, man. I hate Minnesota. And I hate every fucking thing it represents because it doesn't represent nothing. You know, that's all it doesn't represent, a fucking thing when it comes to a man's rights. Oh, I forgot. We have no fucking rights. These fucking lousy ass women could go in there and just say any fucking thing. And you file a false case, false charges on them. false charges on them. False charges. I get strong-arm robbed by a fucking deputy with a badge with the help of my wife. You file false charges. Let's go to fight now. Now I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I am really pissed. I'm really pissed. Really pissed. This charge right here is bogus. It's false. It's time to fight for my rights.